Hello, back out again on my own today. My lad's busy. So today I'm doing a walk to a village called Litlington. Then I'll be going to another village called Jevington, and then probably the best known one, Alfriston. So it's like a 3-village walk. Alfriston, it's like at the moment I'm between Seaford and Alfriston. Parked up on the Alfriston Road, there's a car park. I think it's called High Top Car Park. Anyway, so at the moment I'm on top of the hill, about to go down. I don't know if you can see behind me there. It's completely flooded. A lot of the fields and things down there are flooded, and I'm about to go down there because I'm going to be walking along the river Cuckmere to start with before I turn right. So I'm a little bit, oh no! I mean, I don't care if it's wet and stuff, it's not too cold today, but I don't know if I'm going to be walking through floods. Anyway, I'm heading down there. Yeah, as you can probably see, right there's the river. There, that's where I'm going. Let's see how we get on. At the moment I'm nice and high up, it's not too muddy. I'm expecting mud, it has been raining a lot lately. It's not due to rain today, it's sort of cleared up, very foggy. Looking lovely, birds in the sky. Looking forward to a nice but possibly very wet walk, we shall see. Okay, so we're now walking down by the river, and on that side a muddy, well no, flooded field, loads of birds on it. Yes, this is River Cuckmere. Not actually done a proper walk up the Cuckmere. I have one penciled in at some point. What do I know about it? I know it's a very fast flowing river. It also, I think I read somewhere, is the only river mouth that's undeveloped. I think on the south coast, or at least within miles of here. So it just goes out to Cuckmere Haven, which is a nature reserve. But yeah, the other thing I did read, and it's interesting, seeing as how flooded it is around here, I mean it's literally all over the place, is it is a natural floodplain, and there was talk about actually allowing it to revert to its natural state where it does flood a lot or part of the year, rather than trying to constantly hold it back, which you can see all those birds, all looks like geese, which obviously isn't working that well because it hasn't rained that much. Well, I don't think it has, but yeah, apparently there's a bit of uproar about it. I think people that live around nearby just don't want everything flooded, but I don't know. Natural state, if it's going to flood anyway, I mean, yeah, it's like, is it King Canute trying to hold back the sea? You know, it's inevitable maybe. Anyway, so I'm pushing along Cuckmere River, heading towards Litlington is my next stop. Okay, I'm now walking through the village of Litlington. I think it comes from the Anglo-Saxons, Little's homestead. Goes back a long way. It's in the Domesday Book. That's the rectory behind me. Very quiet, apart from the delivery drivers. It has a pub down one end. It looks just sort of like a street. And I believe there's a church up ahead. But yeah, I like it. It's nice and quiet. It's not on the main road. I always refer back to Ditchling because that's like the lovely village that has a great big main road through the middle. Alfriston's a bit like that as well, actually. We'll get there. I don't know how far in we'll go, but that is a lovely village, but it does have a bit of a busy road. Anyway, so yeah, it goes back a long way. I think it's even Anglo-Saxon settlement, but it was in the Domesday Book, I do believe. I'll just show you behind me. There is the church that we're just walking towards, and then what we're going to do is once we get through Litlington we turn right. I was actually on the South Downs Way a minute ago, but we're actually going a different way. So we turn right, I think we might be going up a hill, and then we'll be heading to Jevington, which is out on a spur from my walk. So I'll be going out there, and then we'll be coming back and then finishing off with Alfriston. So yeah, here's the church. It's called St Michael the Archangel, Litlington. Very old church. So yeah, I'll push on, catch you again in a minute. Right, I am now walking through Lullington Heath Nature Reserve. Honestly, it looks gorgeous. I don't know if you can see what sort of view you can see, but it's just scrubs, bushes, a lovely downward path, although I don't know if you can see in the distance it goes up again, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I was going to say it's dead quiet, but actually I just passed a whole group of dog walkers. For some reason they stopped, and then as soon as I got really close to them they started walking again. So I was like sort of a bit stuck behind them, but when I went past they're very friendly. They weren't trying to hold me up or anything like that, but yeah, I was stuck for a little bit. But honestly, look at this, absolutely gorgeous. And now it's deserted. So yeah, Lalington Heath, still heading towards Jevington, a little bit further on. So we're at Jevington. This is St Andrew's Church. I'm just walking down into the town. Apparently there's a monastery once west of this church, but I don't think there's any trace of it. So we're coming down into the town. What town? What am I calling it a town? It's a tiny little village. What can I tell you about Jevington? Well, from what I read, it was quite famous for smuggling. There was a bit of a smuggling operation going on out the pub, the Eight Bells, which is still there. And apparently some of the goods used to be hid in the cellars in the clergy house. So I guess the local vicar was in on it as well. In fact, from what I heard, the local vicar was in on it. Yeah, it used to be a big thing, smuggling. Well, it still is, I suppose. People nowadays, goods then, because of the excise taxes, and they wanted to avoid paying all these taxes. Who doesn't? So yeah, very nice. Yeah, I'm just sort of coming down past the church, down into the little village. It's sort of, ooh, I thought there was a car. No, there isn't. It's not really quite lunchtime yet. I did spot a bench on the way down here. So let's see how we go, because I might then just have lunch at that bench up there. But yeah, lovely houses. Ooh, just seen a couple of cars going on that road. I was going to say it looks really quiet, but I'm wondering whether we've got a main road running through the village. Oh, the other thing is, I didn't realise, I should have done, but I haven't walked this way before, because I have been walking the alternative South Downs way, so the one that goes through Jevington, strangely enough, and doesn't go across Beachy Head. I think it's the cycling route, but you can walk it as well. It's the alternative route. So, Alfriston, 4 miles. That's where we're going next. Here we are. Quick look round. This is the birthplace of Banoffee pie, born in 1972. I did hear about that. Tea garden. Yeah. Little lane. Looks lovely. So I shall now head off to destination 3 at Alfriston. Cup of tea. A cheese sandwich. Lovely jubbly. Okay, well, just had a little bit of a drama. I was quite happily walking down the muddy hill, listening to the music, and I must have just stepped in just the wrong place and whoop, straight over in the mud. I'm not going to see a little bit of it. It was all that side, in fact. Muddy side. It's the first time I think I can ever remember falling over, and it is muddy, and I should be concentrating, not sitting there listening away to the music. Well, I listened to the music but actually concentrating I wasn't. So I am now half covered in mud. I cleaned what I could but can't clean a lot, so to be honest I'm not going to do Alfriston now. I don't really want to walk into town being the muddiest man in earth and oh my god, there's mud man. Anyway, nothing hurt, just my pride, and luckily there's absolutely no one here. I'm back in the heath, so literally haven't seen anyone for ages. Goes to show though, you've just got to be careful, because you don't want to fall over and actually injure yourself. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm heading back towards Litlington and then back up the hill. It still would have been a mighty, good walk, I don't know, 8, 9 something miles anyway, and I shall save Alfriston for another day. So on we go. Okay, I'm back in the car. It clocked in at 8 miles even though I didn't do Alfriston after my little faux pas. All's well that ends well. I suppose it was going to happen sooner or later. I've been pretty lucky and I didn't do any damage except hurting my pride. Yeah, this car park is called High and Over Car Park and it's free for up to 12 hours, can't stay overnight. And I found out the big hill I was on to start with, the one I had to walk all the way up on the way back, is called Cradle Hill. It was on a little information sign in the car park, so there you go. So, yeah, it was great. Oh, mud aside, and even the mud, well, it drizzled a bit on the way back, not enough to put the raincoat on, so it wasn't cold. I had to put the hat on now and again when it got a bit windy up top. I loved it because I have not done that route before. I haven't been around that area before. I haven't really done the Cuckmere River. I will definitely be back for a rerun to do all 3, but I think 2 is pretty good. So my verdict, great. Yeah, notwithstanding taking a little tumble, which was my own fault, it's lovely. I mean, beautiful views, down one hill, up another. Yeah, just really lovely. And Lullington Heath, wow, that was amazing, and I had it all to myself both times. That was where I slipped actually coming down. Lucky I had it all to myself, so nobody else came running up going, are you all right? Anyway, so great walk, loved it. Happy New Year to everybody, because I'm doing this on New Year's Eve. And that's it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.